He drove into one, and right there the tire's down, hits the wall. Then Allmendinger, just in responding and reacting to what he saw in front of him, couldn't get slowed down and got into main.
The wall just a moment earlier, and now we're seeing frustration. Looks like between two drivers, A.J. Allmendinger and Trevor Bayne.
I don't care. Get out of my box. I don't care who you are. Get out of my box. All right, pal. I don't give a who you are. Get out of my box. All right, cowboy. Tough guy. I am. Oh, good for you. Hey, man, just walk the away. Go on. You stepped into our box.
Byron able to get by Priest. Now he has smooth sailing in front of him as he goes to the wall. Here comes Sadler. Sadler gets into the back of the 18. They stay straight. Sadler even touched the wall. Elliott diving, trying to block. Down the backstretch again. Less than 3 to go. The bumper to the back of the 24. Elliott goes around. Hamlin takes the lead and the caution comes out. Flag came out going down the backstretch. You see the 24 showing his displeasure and how he was raced by Denny Hamlin. And then it was time to talk about it.
Chase Elliott, you wrecked me, clearly. That's what he's saying. Restart. Continue, Rick.
Yeah. Ross Chastain in the 4, Brendan Gaughan in the 62, and those two trading a little paint as they go down the back stretch. The 62 and the 4, it seems like it's never ending between these two. As the 4 trying to get by the 62, up the racetrack they go, and sideways is Ross Chastain in that 4, but able to clear the 62.
Top 14, top 12 for most of the first part, and we had the loose wheel, which is just racing, man. That happens. But, you know, 2 weeks in a row, I know he doesn't have many races, and I like him a lot normally, but right now I'm going to knock the hell out of him. The first time he gave me a flat, the second time he says he blew a tire, but, you know, if you know you got a tire going, then don't drive underneath somebody. I'm really, the last couple weeks been driven with no respect, and you know, we put ourselves back in a decent spot, and we'll go to Road America, and we're going to win that sucker.
That was a dumping run. To be honest, I know he's racing for a playoff spot, and I get that, but, I mean, he didn't try to pass us even. He just got to us and ran us over. Last year, you can say what you want about the finish, but you know what? They finished 1-2. They were both going in the right direction. I mean, I don't think he even braked for turn 5. So, honestly, I know he's a great road course racer, and I had a lot of respect for that, but I lost some right there because I wouldn't race someone like that. I'd move them out of the way, especially with as much on the line as he had, but that was too dirty of a move. I can't get behind that at all.
Maybe a slow stop kind of put him back there, and you can understand Bowyer's frustration. They had a top 5 run for much of the day today. It looked like they were going to finish there easily, but when he got back in the pack, the wreck did not work out for him. Clint Bowyer out of the race early today, and a little frustrated. When you have a car like that, when it's that good, Jeff, sometimes it's easy to get frustrated, isn't it?
What's that?
what was happening for the leaders, man.
You don't think I was racing for my own position?
I didn't say you were. I said.
Just watch what you say, man.
I said thanks for the help.
No, you said it as a Sparta. Oh, I did. You did.
You took it that way.
Sadler here in the 19 car. Right now, Elliott in the crash.
Turn 2.
Oh, and nowhere for Tony Stewart to go. And you see that nowhere for Denny Hamlin. They just keep wrecking over here. This is normal product of Dover.
Go ahead and give us your take. What happened?
I take 100% responsibility. It's my fault for being even that we're anywhere close to Elliott. So, if I'm within a half lap of him, I expect that to happen. So it's my fault. I mean, I'm the one that hit him. So when I hit him, it caused all the guys behind us to wreck. So it's my fault.
Is there any way to get your car back out there?
Oh, I'm sure it is. It'll look like a dune buggy when we get out there, but we'll get it out there. I got a great group of guys, and unfortunately, adversity is our motto here at Joe Gibbs Racing. So we'll be fine. We'll get it fixed, and we'll go out there and just ride around and be a fixture out there the rest of the day.
The good thing about these brief rain delays, the drivers get a chance to get out of their car and talk to their teams. They also get a chance to talk to other drivers. Tony Stewart and David Rudiman were having a kind of reasonable conversation, and then one of David's crew chimed in, and then things got a little bit heated.
Not sure what's going on there. There's certainly a crew member is not happy with smoke. David's trying to get in the middle. Oh, the crew member kissed the ground.
Let's find out a little more on this story, Matt.
And we talked about a lot of different updates that take place during the break. And for Tony Stewart, you had a conversation with David Rubin. What did it concern?
Just being smart out there. I mean, we caught him and he raced us real hard, and we got 425. We had 425 miles left in the race at that point, and it's just kind of questioning why he's racing us that hard. I mean, you know it's a long day, and you know when guys are in front of you are running him down, and he's racing everybody like it's a nationwide race, and this isn't a nationwide race. This isn't a nationwide series, and you know when it comes down to the end and it's time to go race, you race hard, but you know there's 43 of us out here and we all have to work together, and he's having a hard time understanding that, I think. I mean, he says he gets it, but if he gets it, he's holding up a whole line of cars every time they get to him. It just gets frustrating. Then he's got a bald crew guy down there that wants to jump up there and be Billy Bad, but maybe he needs to ride in there with him since they both seem to have it all figured out together.
All right, thanks, Smoke.
Thank you.
You know, things just like what he did with David Rudiman, and that's good. That's good information for David Rudiman. Hey, dude, don't race hard right now. Let's get work together. Maybe you wouldn't have all those marks down the side of your car if you'd think about it a little bit. So I'm not.
We're going back to green flag racing this time.
Oh, no.
Look out! Crash on the front straightaway. Clint gets collected. Oh, the 98. And the 99 of Trevor Bain.
Some hard licks right there.
McCumbee in the 09 also involved. Let's go back and see if we can see what happens here. There's Hamlin. Here comes Boyer. Yeah, he's coming out of the pits from where they were working on the car. Makes a hard right here.
Huh.
Show his displeasure with what happened on that last
He saw
start.
it as intentional.
In the garage, everyone's known it for months. It's not 2 weeks old. This is something that's been going on for months. They've been warned for a long time, way before Richmond. So this is not something that, oh man, we got, they just told us halfway after Richmond and going in the Loudon that our car's wrong. They knew it was wrong way before that, and I felt like they wanted to get everything they could. What did they have to lose, really? So, you almost can't fault them for that.
Well, let's flash forward to Saturday morning's practice. Kevin Harvick, one of the Childress drivers, follows Denny Hamlin out onto the racetrack and basically appears to be trying to send a message.
He is upset.
I don't like what you said, I think was the message. A little contact, a little more contact, a little more contact out on the racetrack. Both drivers called off the track by NASCAR into the garage where discussion ensued.
Boys having a little bit of a heated debate on territory there. And, it's very difficult when you're making the implication that someone else is cheating. It goes to the core. And what happened in this incident, as we saw with the fines and penalties, NASCAR has called a black and white ruling a foul. You know, it's cut and dry. So the argument is the penalty. Was the penalty too stiff, that type of thing. But the infraction was there, and they call it 100% a black and white ruling. No discrepancy.
Goes around and winds up 18th. Elliott was all wound up after that spin, potentially cost him $100,000 in the Dash for Cash bonus program.
I already said the way you race like that? You will not win this championship. Mark my word. I've been there. I do what? I'm about to start what?